compared to how SmackDown Live has been using their women's division, I think that she's going to be more of an asset there. She can have some great matches with, Emma, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks. Oh man, Sasha Banks versus Asuka would be amazing. Alexa Bliss versus Asuka would be just eye-opening. There is going to come a day where we're going to get Asuka and Charlotte. I think that is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I am looking forward to seeing how that does. I will say this. I'm basically looking at prowrestling.wikia.com, where getting a lot of the results, so that way I know what really went down. Basically, one of the lines that they have there is, if NXT Women's Champion Asuka wasn't yet taking the challenge of Ember Moon seriously, she should be now. Agreed. After that message and after that Eclipse finisher that Ember Moon hit on Asuka, she has definitely sent a message to the champion that she is ready for Asuka. The question is Asuka ready for Ember Moon? Because if you remember, the last time that these two faced off was the one-on-one matchup at NXT TakeOver. I want to say, was it at Dallas, or was that no, NXT TakeOver Chicago? That's right. Was it even Chicago? Oh man, now I can't remember exactly where it was again, because I remember they had the NXT show where they had the triple threat match between Ruby Riott, Nikki Cross, and Asuka. I can't remember exactly. No, it wasn't Chicago. It was probably before Chicago. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I think that this is going to be the time where they drop the belt to Ember Moon. But there's a good chance that maybe Asuka retains at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, and they continue the whole deal into having Asuka hold the belt on the main roster until she eventually loses it. Maybe either it's forfeited or it's vacated just because she went to the main roster, something like that. Who knows? But it's going to be very interesting to see how this goes. Another interesting deal here is Bobby Roode will indeed be taking on Drew McIntyre at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn for the NXT Championship. But there's a little bit of a story developing in here because during the interview with Bobby Roode, Roderick Strong came in and he wanted to just tear apart Bobby Roode. Finally, William Regal says, I have my hands tied. We can't be doing this kind of thing. And Roderick Strong says, I will do anything it takes to beat Bobby Roode. He wants Bobby Roode. So I don't know exactly what they're going to do with this. Are they going to have Roderick Strong added into the matchup? Are they just going to build it up for a post-NXT show? Because it looks like the whole deal between Roderick Strong and Bobby Roode is definitely not over. I think after everything that happened, I would not blame him. I mean, if you saw the NXT Championship matchup between Bobby Roode and Roderick Strong, you saw that Roderick Strong was basically humiliated in front of his family by Bobby Roode. So in all honesty, it's kind of one of those situations where you look at it and think, it makes sense, but Roderick Strong is going to have to do a lot of earning to get to that point. So definitely want to see what goes on for that. Interested in seeing what they do for that. Sonya Deville. I prefer Daria, but okay. Sonya Deville goes one-on-one with Jenna Van Bemmel. This was a pretty good matchup, in all honesty. I love Sonya. I think that she is going to be one of those women that is going to be just... Right now she's being described as red hot. She's getting slower and slower to going from red hot to white hot. She really is one of those women that you definitely want to keep your eye out for. She's tough. She's just absolutely... she's very good in the ring. I will say this. I watched a matchup in Green Bay where it was Sonya Deville versus Ember Moon. And the fans were definitely all for this. Sonya was definitely over. Ember Moon was definitely over. This was one of those matches that a lot of people really enjoyed. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with Sonya Deville in the near future. Are they going to call her up to the women's roster? I don't think they'll call her up to the main roster just yet. But I think that she definitely deserves to hold the women's title once, if not 3 times maybe. I would love to see her be a 3 times women's champion in all honesty, because that's just me. Excuse me. We go into a matchup before we get into the main event matchup, actually, Hideo Itami, he came out and he talked about, how he wanted respect, and nobody was out respecting him. Out comes Aleister Black. The crowd loved it. I loved it. Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami. Sign me up, please. Aleister Black hits the blackout on Hideo Itami. Tommy's out. Then it gets better because we find out who Aleister Black's opponent is for the main event. Ring of Honor's own Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, baby. I mean, they got Kyle O'Reilly, they got Bobby Fish. Can you say Red Dragon reunion? Because reasons? Because I think that would be kind of awesome. Oh, boy. This matchup between Kyle O'Reilly and Aleister Black was absolutely amazing. Back and forth. Momentum shifting. Just absolutely phenomenal how these guys just really... They really just put themselves on the line. And, all honesty, Kyle O'Reilly definitely is going to be one of those guys you want to look out for. Roderick Strong, when he first came on, some people were just like, let's see what he does. And then he's one of those guys that's like, oh my god, I want to see this guy become NXT champion. Kyle O'Reilly is in that same boat. Honestly, this was a moment where I thought that Aleister Black might lose because Kyle O'Reilly was doing so well. But in the end, one blackout by Aleister Black for the 1-2-3. Kyle O'Reilly is out, and Aleister Black picks up the victory. And it looks like we are going to get Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. The Black Mass. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm calling it the Blackout. That was like a submission maneuver a long time ago. But, hey, we get to see Hideo Itami versus Aleister Black possibly. I want that. I want that. I think it'd be really good to see these guys mix it up in the ring. So, as of right now, let's look at some of the matches that are announced for the NXT TakeOver show Brooklyn 3 right now. Of course, the NXT Championship matchup between Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre. Asuka versus Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. The Authors of Pain taking on Sanity. Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami. Totally looking forward to that matchup. And also a matchup added on here was Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Almas. Interesting. Very interesting. It also mentions the... Interesting name. So, Thea Trinidad, I should say. She debuted on NXT a few weeks ago with Andrade Cien Almas doing like this whole arguing thing. I guess that she's now working with Andrade. For those of you that don't know who she is, she was also Rosita in TNA back when they had Mexican America, I think it was called. I'm trying to remember exactly, but Thea Trinidad, she goes under this name of Zelina Vega. So Vinny Vegas was not good enough, I guess. Or no, it wouldn't be Vinny Vegas. It would be I don't have a joke for that one. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm questioning again the name choices that they have there. There's it's just really amazing, like some of the name choices that some of these people come up with, and it's just like, okay, why? Just why, and why? I don't understand. Okay then. So, we go into Lucha Underground. The Dario Cup continued, in which we saw Phoenix defeat Pendar, and Prince Puma defeated... I'm trying to remember exactly who it was that... No, that wasn't it. Let's see here. Let's see, Prince Puma, he fought off against... No, it wasn't PJ Black, was it? No, it wasn't. Oh boy. See, now I seem to have lost the... Wow, they're not even letting anybody do anything really here. Dante Fox, that's right. Yeah, Prince Puma took on Dante Fox. Both these matches, again, just absolutely amazing what they're doing. We also got a segment where we saw Matanza basically showing his head again, and he still wants Rey Mysterio. He wants Rey Mysterio, and he wants to kill Rey Mysterio. Because, reasons. Because we have Rey Mysterio versus Matanza would be one of the greatest things I could have ever seen. I think I want that. Again, it's just another one of those things. I a lot of times am like that kid who's just like, I want that. I just want that. It's just really great to see moments like that, or just... It's just really going to be interesting to see what they do with the... Nope, that's not it. Man, I really need to get a silencer on this phone. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with... here we go. Now I got my results here. So, yeah, we see, Phoenix defeating Pindar, and then we see Prince Puma defeating Dante Fox, in which was probably one of the best matches of the night, if not of the entire tournament. Holy crap. Then we go into the main event matchup, which really, holy crap, this was it was a good matchup. But what happened after the matchup was jaw-dropping. Okay, so Dragon Azteca challenged Johnny Mundo to a non-title matchup where Johnny Mundo picked up the victory. After the match was over, he actually went over and talked to Dominic, Rey Mysterio's son. Rey Mysterio came over, basically told him to back up, and they get to a brawl. Worldwide Underground basically just took down Rey Mysterio, and of course, Dominic's just saying, stop it. Johnny Mundo just says, okay, we'll stop it. So we'll just take it out on you, and just clonks Dominic in the head with the Lucha Underground Championship. Oh, boy. You want to make a rivalry personal? You do something like that. And just the commentary where we see Matt Stryker basically saying, he's not an 8-year-old kid anymore, referencing the great storyline between Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero, in which they had a ladder match because, reasons. Because child custody. Because, this is a great storyline. This was a very dark moment here. And in all honesty, it definitely built up quite a bit for the matchup between Rey Mysterio and Johnny Mundo in a few weeks when they have their matchup for the Lucha Underground Championship. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I am very looking forward to seeing what happens. And I'm also hoping, there's like this one part of me that's like, I want to see Rey Mysterio tear Johnny Mundo apart. Because, you just hit his son. You deserve to get your ass kicked. Please, by all means, Rey Mysterio, kick his ass. Just kick his ass. Do everything you can to just kick his ass. All right. So, yeah, that was NXT and Lucha Underground. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else here that I should really discuss before signing off. So we talked about Raw, SmackDown, Lucha Underground, NXT, Superstar shake-up rumors that were going on, the whole thing with Brock Lesnar, the broken deal. A lot was covered today, in all honesty. It's very interesting to see what WWE is doing, and then you see what NXT is doing, then you see what Lucha Underground's doing. It's just 3 different deals. It's just absolutely amazing. Okay. How about this? I'll end it with giving my thoughts about the whole... Oh, boy. Because this is really talking about the whole